Hello all, this is Divya. Today we will be seeing few business analyst questions that have been posted in our WhatsApp group. Before getting into the video, I would request you all to like, share and subscribe so that we can create such more useful content. Let's get into the video. The first question is, as a business analyst, you're working with a retail company that is launching a new e-commerce platform. They are looking to track and measure the success of the platform using various metrics. How would you determine which metrics are most relevant and meaningful for evaluating the performance and the impact of e-commerce platform? So what is an e-commerce business? E-commerce business is basically the companies which sell their goods and services online. For example, Amazon, Myntra, Flipkart, all these are e-commerce businesses. So let's see few metrics that are useful in analyzing the performance of these businesses. There are many metrics, but I have listed very few basic metrics over here. Let's understand them. First one is revenue. In that matter, not only the e-commerce business, for any business to understand its performance, how it is doing, revenue is the important metrics that needs to be analyzed. Revenue is nothing but the total income that the company is generating by selling its goods and services. So when you compare the trends from previous year to this year, or from previous quarter to this quarter, we understand how our business is doing, and we can take a necessary corrective actions and measures based on those interpretations. Sales conversion rate. So what is sales conversion rate? It means that the number of users that have been visited your website, and among them, the number of users that have converted into the sales. I mean, they have purchased items on your website. So when you multiply this to 100, it means that you're giving the percentage. The percentage of conversion happened when the users visited and purchased something. So let's say that number of sales happen is 50 and the number of users visited your site is 100. So in that case, we say sales conversion rate is 50%. The next one is email opt-in rate. The email opt-in rate is, what is email opt-in rate? Whenever we visit any website, it's like Amazon or any other new website, we will have two options to sign in and do our shopping. The first one is sign in as a guest, and the second one is you want to create an account. So it means that you're subscribing to that particular website. Why this is very important for the e-commerce businesses? It is very important for them to retarget and do remarketing. Okay, when we would have all observed when we do some shopping in Amazon and leave and come back without purchasing anything, or if we have performed any searches over there, we would be receiving mails from the Amazon or Flipkart saying that last week we have seen you have been searching on this. So these are some of the products that you might be interested, or here are a few new products that we are launching, and this might be in your interest. So this is very important for the to retain the customers and to remarket the customers. So the companies need to know how many of them have been subscribed for when they visit. What is the rate of subscription to their particular website? The next one is bounce rate. So what is bounce rate? It's nothing but how many users have been visited your website, and out of them, how many have just left after visiting the first page. They have not navigated the next pages. So it's like a total number of single page visitors by total number of visitors to your website. Why this metric is very important? This metric is very important to understand the customer engagement. It helps us to understand how interesting our content is on the website, or how interesting our products or relevant the products are to the products that the customer has searched, and help us to understand what needs to be changed in order to engage the customer. The next is average order value. Average order value is the amount that has been spent for a on an average for a particular order when the customer visits the website. It's like total revenue by number of orders taken. Suppose our total revenue is 1,000 and the number of orders taken is 100. 1,000 divided by 100 is 10. It means that on an average, there is a there is a order placed of rupees 10 whenever the customer is visiting our website. Why this metric is very important? It is very important to understand our pricing strategies. When you see the average order value is always less, it means that this average order value we can calculate every month or every week or every year and see how it is changing. If you see that the average order value is less, it means that constantly less. It means that the customer is very much interested in purchasing low expensive items. And in other words, we can say that high expensive items that have been listed on our website are not being sold. It means that there is some problem with our pricing strategy in higher expensive items. And this helps us to compare our pricing strategies with the other pricing strategies, other companies' pricing strategies in the industry, and help us in improving the pricing. The next one is customer lifetime value. The customer lifetime value is the business that the customer has given to the company throughout the lifetime he's associated with the company. It means that suppose every time when he visits, he makes a sales amount of 50 rupees, and in that way he visited for 5 times, and the amount of time he has been associated with the company is some 10 months. So it means that in 10 months, the total business which he has given to the company is 2,500. Why this metric is very important? This metric is very important because it helps us in understanding the customer interest and maintaining the relationship, strong relationship with the customer. It helps us what amount, on what kind of products he is interested in buying, and how much amount he is interested in spending, so that which helps us to maintain such kind of qualitative products and build strong relationship with the customer. The next one is customer acquisition cost. Customer acquisition cost is nothing but how much amount you're spending in order to acquire one customer. There are various types of marketings which we do, like SEO, email marketing. So, and if you say SEO, the amount of, spend in SEO is 1,000 rupees, and you have acquired 100 customers. Okay, 1,000 divided by 100, it's like per customer you have spent 10 rupees. So, and in the same way for email marketing, you have spent 100 rupees and you have acquired 10 customer, and for per customer the spend is 10 rupees. So when you combine these metrics, like the amount of the cost that has been incurred in acquiring the customers, and when you have acquired these customers, the average order value that has been placed by these customers, when you compare these and when you see how it is going up, you have spent 10 rupees per customer, and the total average order value is some 10 rupees or 15 rupees. When so we can see how the trend is going on, if it is it's going less or it's going more. So how we have to minimize our cost to acquire the customer, what are the better ways in acquiring the customers, and what are how much amount they are spending once they acquire. So this helps us in understanding various strategies of spending the amount and increasing the performance of the company. The next one is shopping cart abandonment rate. Shopping cart abandonment rate is nothing but when the customers visit your website and they do shopping and then leave in the cart, they add to the cart and they don't do any payments. It's like, what is that rate? How many customers have been visited your, your website, and how many out of them, how many have just left? What percentage? Suppose there are 100 customers have visited your website, and out of that 10 customers have just 10 customers left adding items to the cart. It means that 10% of your total customer base have your abandonment rate is 10%. So now this abandonment rate differs from industry to industry, and then company to company. And so it's better to understand what are the reasons, if this abandonment rate is increasing, what are the reasons behind that, and what are the corrective steps you can take it. So before analyzing, as a business analyst, before analyzing these metrics, it's very important for us to understand the industry benchmarks as well. The industry benchmark is nothing but understanding the comparing our metrics with the other companies in the industry and see how they are performing, which helps us to understand where we stand actually. And if it is a new e-commerce company, industry benchmarks help us in setting up the goal and designing the process, pricing strategies, and our products, and the customer engagement activities and marketing, so that we can reach our goal. If it is an existing company in the e-commerce business, understanding industry benchmark and comparing our values with the industry's benchmarks helps us in taking the corrective actions and improving their performances.